Hello students, today we are going to deal our grammar chapter. This is for class 8, chapter 2, the noun, kinds of noun. You all know what is noun. If I ask, all of you can answer that a noun is a word which names a person, place or thing. Nouns are the names assigned to persons, places, things, living or non-living, animals, feelings, ideas, etc. Students, here you have to mark this. Note, the word thing includes all the things that we can perceive. Underline perceive. Perceive means anything we can understand, anything which we can figure out by the senses. Senses, you know that we have 5 sense organs, and through those organs we can figure out the thing, that is, we can see, hear, touch, taste and smell. And also all the things that we can think of, means the things which we cannot touch, just we can feel, like beauty, bravery, honesty, truth, sleep, death, etc. all fall in the category of thing. Students, look at this chart. Kinds of nouns. So, we have 5 types of nouns. Common, proper, collective, material, abstract. Say common, proper, collective, material, abstract. So we have 5 kinds of nouns. So we understood that what are nouns? Nouns are naming words. They name persons, you can see here, names places like house, Delhi, India. Names of animals like cows, mongoose, snake, spiders. Names of things like glass, table, books, shelf. Names of qualities like honesty, patience, hard work. Names of actions like dance, songs, race. Let's start discussing the types of noun. First we have proper nouns. So what are proper nouns? They are used to describe a particular person or thing. Particular means a specific person or thing. Here you can see the example of, I have a sketch of Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. Then you can see here Acharya Binoba Bhave. These are the specific names. So proper noun are the names of any particular person, place or thing. Any name, your name, my name, any country's name, any city's name, any name of a particular person or thing falls under the category of proper noun. Now, proper nouns always start with a capital letter. Here, I would like to request you, students, to remember that proper nouns always begin with a capital letter. Many of you make mistakes here. You begin names with small letter, which is wrong. Students, you can see here examples. See, the name of a boy, Richard, is a particular name of a boy, is a specific name, so it is a proper noun. See, London. See, the name of a month, January. These are the particular names of person or things. So these falls under proper noun. One more feature of proper noun I would like to discuss, that proper nouns are not changeable in number and gender generally. For example, Amitabh, Mumbai, Nokia, etc. You can't change them in number or genders generally. Now, let us move to common noun. They are used to describe persons or things in general or common. For example, car, dog, chair, city, month, country. These are described in general or common. One more feature of common noun I would like to give, that they are changeable in number and gender generally. Like car, you can change in number, cars, so plural. Dog, dogs. Chair, chairs. City, cities. Okay? Collective noun. They are nouns that are used to describe groups of things or persons as one whole. For example, team, jury, choir, army, etc. You can see here flock of sheep, flock of sheep, army, choir. These all falls under collective noun. Material noun. These are the names assigned to the materials or substances of which things are made. For example, gold, milk, wood, then sugar, water, air, salt, stone, honey, etc. Abstract nouns are the nouns used to name some action, quality and state apart from the object. For example, I would like to show you here. See, time, friendship, love, childhood, many more you will get. Here, I want you to make a note that some abstractive nouns can make from some kinds of adjectives, verb and common noun. For example, I can give you like adjective long has the abstract noun form length. Then wide, width, high, height. Then some common nouns like man has the abstract noun form manhood. Boy, boyhood. Some verbs also have abstract noun forms like verbs like free, abstract noun form freedom. See, abstract noun form sight. Students, I hope this chapter is clear to you. Now what you have to do is go through the chapter properly. You have the exercises in your book. Solve those exercises. Exercise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can do in your notebook. Now, some more additional informations about noun I would like to give you. On the basis of countability, nouns can be divided into two categories: countable nouns, uncountable nouns. Now, you know countable nouns are nouns that can be counted. For example, apple, children, book, pens, etc. Countable nouns have both singular and plural forms. Like apple is a singular form, apples plural form. Children plural form, child is a singular form. Now, here you make a note. Usually, most of the common and collective nouns are countable nouns. Hope this topic is clear. Now we will move to uncountable nouns. These are nouns that cannot be counted, means they are not countable in nature. They don't have a plural form. They have only singular form. For example, sugar, oil, water, laughter, milk, etc. But here you make a note, there are nouns which can be counted, which can be countable or uncountable depending upon the context. For example, the photo frame is made of glass. Here glass is uncountable. In the second example, please give me an empty glass. Here we can count an empty glass. So it is countable. Hope this chapter is clear to you. Students, listen the chapter properly. Go through the chapter properly. Try to recall all the topics name what I have given you, the definitions, and solve the exercises. I will be returning with my next video with next chapter. Thank you.